Welcome back to BRMC's Healthy Connection with our very special guest today, Cindy Costa, Director of Development for the Hospital Foundation. And we've been talking today about Lend a Hand, which is coming up Tuesday, October 23rd. And it's all going to take place, Cindy, where?
Almost all of it will take place on the BRMC campus. Mm-hmm. It'll be out in the big parking lot right in front of the community houses.
Oh, okay. Can't miss it. Probably lots of tents. And
there'll be a gigantic white tent. Yeah, it would be hard to miss.
It's hard to miss. and the smell. I was going to say, you've got all the banks coming doing hot dogs and hamburgers, so that'll be drawing people from miles away.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yes. And we invite the whole community.
Yep. Come on out.
Yeah.
That's right. Learn something about diabetes, any of the cancers, aging, and women's health. So it's all there for you.
And there's there's literally something there for everybody. You know, we all know somebody who has had cancer. Mm-hmm. I'll bet everybody knows somebody that has diabetes. They may not realize that they have it, but they probably have come across somebody.
Sure.
We show that about 10% of people in Baxter County are living with diabetes.
Wow.
So chances are you know somebody with it. We all are aging.
Yeah. Some of us more than others, and not necessarily gracefully,
But we all know seniors that could use some help, or people that are taking care of seniors. So the Muruck Family Education Center on Aging is great for so many people.
For the caregivers and the people.
Sure. And of course, you know, if we're not a female, we know a female
right.
that, could benefit from something down
50-50 chance that you know one.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, what else? You talked about, you've got the hot dogs and the hamburgers and the tour of the houses. We'll get you lunch, and the treasure chest is going to be there with probably lots of money in it from what I'm hearing.
Yep.
And you've got the bingo going on 2 different sessions. What else? I bet you got some more stuff up your sleeve.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this is a full-day event. So we start up again after the bingo ends at 2:30. We start up again at 4 o'clock. We decided to wait until 4 so some of the schools can get out. We're going to have some fun things for kids.
Oh, great.
We're going to have a couple big bouncy houses and giant slide. We're going to have a rock climbing wall.
Oh.
We're going to have a little train for the smaller kids. Just things that kids can have fun. We're going to have tickets for those. It'd just be $1 a ticket.
All going to a great cause.
Absolutely. All goes toward the houses. We're also going to have a dunk tank.
I'm wondering what the weather's going to be on October 23rd. This is going to get interesting.
I hope it won't be too bad, but we'll take pity. We will have warm water in the tank.
Okay.
And we've got some people that have already agreed.
Oh, I was going to say, do they know they're going in the dunk tank yet?
They do. Our own CEO, Ron Peterson, has agreed to do that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Barney Larry, our executive director of the foundation, will be in it. Janet Wood from Mountain Home High School.
Oh, my goodness.
Will be in there. We've got several people. Yeah. We'll have a few more surprises left, but people will be taking anywhere from 10 to 20-minute shots at that. And, everybody loves to dunk other people.
That's going to be a big seller.
Oh, that is. We have one of our volunteers, Janet Muruck, who is actually standing in for another volunteer, Carolyn Hannon.
Oh, my.
She is the president of the auxiliary this year, and she unfortunately has to be out of town, but Janet said she'd step in for her, and if she has to wear a Carolyn mask, she will do so, too. So all the auxiliaries
or a Carolyn
ready to come
hat.
In. Yeah.
Carolyn's well known for her hats collection. So.
And they have told the auxiliary, so they're already lining up their money and they're ready to come and dunk. So we'll have a lot of fun with that.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
All that will go from 4 till 6.
Okay.
We will also have our second annual 5K run. We had our first one last year. Everybody asked us to add a 1-mile walk category, so we've done that as well.
Good.
Any of the kids that want to come out and participate in that, we've told them, wear your Halloween costume
great.
a week early and have fun with that. You know, we thought that would be cute. So registration for that will start at 4:45. You can pre-register online at baxterregional.org. And then the race will kick off at 5:45.
Great, great.
So as soon as everybody's in from the race, we will all meet up under the big tent. We will give out the certificates for the winners of the race, and we will also have a drum roll and announce what we have raised that day through Lend a Hand.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. It sounds like a marvelous, remarkable day that's just filled with fun. Yeah. And as you said, Cindy, it's all going for a wonderful cause. We are so blessed here in Mountain Home that these houses were created in the first place, that they've been supported by the communities throughout the years. I think Muroc had last year their 10th anniversary. I believe that was, they're working on 11 or...
Actually, Pikes Camp Support House.
Yes.
They're celebrating their 12th anniversary
12th?
this year.
Oh my, time flies.
And
okay.
they are in the middle of expanding because they're busting out at the seams.
Yeah, they need more room for their support programs.
So we hope that will be finished sometime in November, and we'll give them a lot more space. And then, of course, down the road, we'll be working with the other houses too.
Sure.
And that just shows how powerful these houses are when you need to expand them.
Well, and as you do, you find out what the community needs are, and then you create what you match up with what the needs are, and then create the program to go correspond with it. So I know that there's a fibromyalgia class, and there's a walking group that gets together for
almost
better
every
fitness.
house has some type of exercise, and it's usually geared toward what kind of house they have.
Right. I know that Muroc has the Strong Men, Strong Women, different courses, and I've had the pleasure and the honor of talking with some of the people that have taken these classes, and from start to finish, the difference in the quality of their life. They're stronger, they're breathing better, they're sleeping better, they're eating better. I mean, it's just the whole cycle, the good cycle that you want to see happening for folks. So, and every single one of the houses has a million stories.
Oh, and there's wonderful. I mean, anything from they've changed somebody's quality of life to some program has turned a patient into going to their doctor with a particular concern that they kind of shrugged off before, only to find out that they needed life-saving surgery. So there's stories of hope and miracles at the houses all the time, and each year the houses all band together as well to put on a women's health forum.
Right.
And that will be coming up on the 26th of October, just 3 days after Lend a Hand. And that is open to all women. You know, it's totally free of charge. We invite everybody to come out.
That one's out at the fairgrounds?
That will be out at the fairgrounds. That starts at 9 and ends at 2. We've got some amazing women and that will be heading all that up. Plus, we've got a huge panel of doctors that will be there to answer a lot of questions.
Great.
Some free screenings. And all these house coordinators have just worked and worked to get all this put together. The Muroc Family Education Center on Aging also puts on a men's health forum, usually in the spring. So we don't leave the men out. They just have theirs at a different time.
And it gets more and more well attended each year as word of mouth gets out there, and the men are most comfortable with other men. No women allowed.
That's right.
And then they truly can ask the different doctors the questions that are of most concern to them. So we've watched that one grow over the years. It's a pleasure to see. On the Women's Health Forum that's being held on October 26th, I believe they can register by calling 508-2345.
That's correct.
Okay, so 508-2345. They need, because they're providing lunch.
Yes, lunch
they need
is free.
To know, lunch is free, but they need to know how many will be attending. So you want to be sure and call that number, 508-2345, to get more information about the Women's Health Forum and just all sorts of stuff going on. All right.
Well, we just never slow down.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I know that there's probably going to be lots more information out there in the paper. about Lend a Hand that's coming up, and the Women's Health Forum as well.
In all the area newspapers, all the local radio stations, you're not going to be able to miss it.
No, and you don't want to miss it.
That's right.
This is. I can't wait to buy my tickets for the dunk tank.
Yeah.
I'm already thinking, now let's see, $20 would be that would be.
That's right.
I'm not the best shot in the world, so I maybe better go ahead and get 20 tickets.
Have they asked you yet to be in the dunk
no,
tank? Oh, okay.
No, no. Do they make wetsuits? I don't know. I'm just hoping. I'm sure we've got lovely weather coming, so we've had some
Surely
rain.
It will be nice.
Yeah.
But everybody, they know when the date is, and they're more than willing.
That's amazing.
To
I
pitch
love
in.
It.
Sure.
I love it. So, anything else you want to talk to us about with the Lend a Hand? I think we've gone through everything. We want to once again remind everyone that it's Tuesday, October 23rd.
That's right.
And I'll let you this time go ahead and tell us what houses does it support.
It supports the Pikes Cancer Support House, the Muruck Family Education Center on Aging, the Rappel Diabetes Learning Center, and the Schliemann Center for Women's Health Education. And I want to be sure everybody realizes that the size of the donation doesn't matter. You may think, a $10 donation isn't going to mean a lot, but it's amazing the services it would provide. So everything adds up, and everything helps the houses.
And we've offered, I know, so many things that it allows the houses then to offer these services for free. And when someone needs a wig or a turban because they've lost their hair due to chemotherapy because they have cancer, or if they have some issues as far as their meters with diabetes, I mean, there's different things ways that they can be helped. So that's the kind of thing you're supporting, and all of us getting healthier with our nutritionist, and all of us aging more wisely through the help of the Muruck Family Education Center on Aging, and it just goes on and on. So
it does.
Yep.
It does.
All right, Cindy, thank you so much for coming here today and letting everyone know about the Lend a Hand event that's coming up on October 23rd.
Well, we look forward to seeing everybody out there.
All right. Well, we will see all of you out there then. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be back next week with BRMC's Healthy Connections.